You guys again. You shitheads better have a good excuse, because I was right in the middle of an incredibly important meeting.
It was fate that decided. We flipped a coin, and it turns out that today, we're practicing our boxing on you. Some...
Feathers? A beat? I know you. You're... I can't remember now.
Fucked up, but today you'll regret it. Today I've got the Demon Master on my side. Show these cretins, Victor.
You never let me down. This is the best way to start an evening, at Niedzic's bar.
If we're to have fun, let's do it right. A round for everyone. Old friendships never die, right? Here, Polish, pure, the mother of all libations. Enjoy it! Who knows what piss you've been drinking abroad?
So, are we quits? I helped you out. Now, can we forget all that ancient history?
Don't be so sly, Victor. We're not squared up, yet. That burns nicely.
My knuckles are itching. Let's go somewhere and pick a fight.
Good riddance. Well, what do you say, Victor?
It seems to me there's work for me to do at your bar.
No shit. I'll give you a hand.
Not like that. Thaumaturgical work. It seems to me there's a saluter here.
What the fuck? Who brought a demon into my joint? I'll give him... Although, hang on now. A demon is a good publicity. Hey, everybody! From this day forth, the London bar will be known as the Demon's Den. Go and tell everybody that here is the only place you can do shots in the devil's company.
Listen, you keep on thinking about how you can develop your business, and I'm going to take a look around and come right back.
Go! I'm going to wet my whistle and see how you do your hocus pocus. If you need something, I'm here, and I'll give you a hand. Have you nosed around my humble little hole in the wall? What's the word?
Well, well. How did you get your hands on all this?
I worked my ass off for years. I found myself in shitty positions. Sometimes I had to make people disappear. Pop wouldn't have been proud of me. Maybe it's a good thing he didn't live to see it. But then I'd have to kill you.
What's stopping you? You had me tied up in the chair.
Well, I sure did. Maybe the thought even crossed my mind. But I decided to give you a chance. Witness the kindness within my heart. Tell me, what else is going on?
Tell me something more about these Cossacks.
They roam around different bars picking fights as soon as they get leave from the Citadel. Sometimes we pummel each other and things continue as usual.
Enjoy your drink. I'm going to poke around a little more here. Nothing can be kept secret from me. Vodka, revelry, extreme opinions, violence. That giant bird must enjoy it, and I'm sure it also stirs up the chaos.
Victor, time for penalty drinks.
Feathers, a beak, those eyes. Who are you? I can't focus.
Don't make me come over there!
Do I know someone with mood swings, a tendency for bravado, and a weakness for booze?
Have you nosed around my humble little hole in the wall? What's the word?
I've had a look around and something's caught my attention. I think they might have something to do with the Salutor.
Well then, shoot!
A bucket of dirty water and a blood-soaked rag. Whose blood is this?
As if I remember everybody who's bled on the floor here. Every day we've got to clean up after somebody. Is that everything, or have you found anything else?
Did anybody die from this bullet that got stuck in the post?
Bullets fly every which way here. That's the atmosphere. Was someone killed? Probably, but that's not very unusual. Look how helpful I am. Keep going.
Who smashed your window?
How long it's been? 2 days, I think. This one Russian bigwig was really fucking irritating me, so I politely asked him to leave. What else can I help you with? Tell me. I'm at your service.
You like to go wild here, huh? Are you often the one who gets the whole crazy ball rolling?
You know I used to have a puppy. This little fluff ball was hanging out under the bar. I have a heart, Victor. I have a big heart. Not like those morons over there. To Cossacks, a game without a corpse is no game at all. For me, knocking out teeth, breaking hands, I'll take it. A stiff spoils the mood a bit. That's my opinion.
You get a lot of stiffs here then?
Where my corpse here lieth down. Something, looketh around. What do you call a lot? 3 a month on average, I'd say. Danis, that Cossack with a dick where his head should be, pulled out his revolver one day and wanted to play Russian roulette. Only with his revolver. But fuck it, I'm not handing my head over so easily to a butcher like that. Well then I'll ask you, is he an idiot, or what?
I have to gather my thoughts.
Go ahead, I have to gather myself a little too. Lelek. What the hell did you say, Victor? You're out of your goddamn mind.
The Salutor's name's Lelek. Well, yes, the beak, the feathers, the trill. He loves the smell of death and he enjoys risk and foolishness, which he also fuels.
So let's go get Lelek.
Yeah, come on. Whereabout it is, Lelek could be as well. Maybe his flaw is speaking for him.
Whoever's with us is with us, and whoever's against us, fuck 'em. Come on, I'll show you places even the philosophers never dreamed of. Maybe your demon will be drinking vodka somewhere there too. Take a deep breath. That's the smell of Warsaw nightlife. Smell it, Victor. Relish it.
A bouquet of sweat, shit, and puke. And piss, thanks.
But it's Warsaw's pit. Come on, you'll see the true face of Abaurycy Niedzic. And maybe you'll even find what you're looking for here. Welcome to my world.
Meaning what? That they've got a guy tied up in the back here too, and they're about to threaten to drown him in the Vistula?
I see the positive mood of the neighborhood has infected you. Wonderful. But you guessed wrong, friend. Here, well, magic happens here. Thought is transformed into word, to penetrate the material and infuse the universe with tenderness. All right, let's drink, shall we?
A double barrel each, please.
People come here to tickle their palates with exquisite libations. Let's do a Milk of 83.
You're not messing around.
After years of begging and eating scraps off aristocratic tables, I'm not messing around.
You come here to get some fresh air away from the underworld?
I come here so I don't forget who I am. A poet.
You've always had a silver tongue.
Don't I know it? Add to that a despicable past, and you've got all the ingredients for a poet.
Now, why are we sitting here instead of at your bar?
My lads, bless them, set me up a poetry reading once, but they're simple folk. They don't understand this poesy. They laughed when they should have cried. Cried when their hearts should have flooded with anger. I don't hold it against them. My bar trades on its reputation as a dive. That's how you make the most money.
So what's actually been going on with you over the last 15 years?
My father ended up behind bars, and as for me, the streets took me in, taught me life. I roamed around, got odd jobs, and when I was hard up, I went begging. I've got a tough skin on me, Victor, but the embers of poetry still smolder in my heart. Well, in time, I gained a new family, my Shivs.
We were supposed to go to high school together, maybe to university after that. Everything would have gone differently, if only.
We did the world a favor by fucking over that loan shark. One way or the other, Pop's debts would have landed me on the streets. If I hadn't told you about it, you wouldn't have hit on your brilliant idea. I'll sort him out with my salader, you kept saying. You were too unskilled at that magic business of yours, eh?
My Uper had only just come to me. I didn't know anything about being a Thaumaturge.
Yeah, and I'm sure you wanted to impress your daddy.
I trusted my father to help us, but he only told me not to interfere. He swore he'd sort it out.
All right, there's no need to waste your damn breath. He's gone, and we're here.
What is your plan? Would you rather the name Niedzic make people talk about the king of the underworld, or a great poet?
The poetic king of the underworld. Anyway, they already say that. The Shivs think of me as a bard, and the competition says so too. And since I've got them all by short hairs, they respect me, even though they can't string two proper sentences together. I've got a gift, Victor. I can't complain about a lack of talent.
What is your plan? Would you rather the name Niedzit make people talk about the king of the underworld? Or a great poet?
The poetic king of the underworld. Anyway, they already say that. The Shivs think of me as a bard, and the competition says so too. And since I've got them all by short hairs, they respect me, even though they can't string two proper sentences together. I've got a gift, Victor. I can't complain about a lack of talent.
Listen, I know that my presence inspires you to create poetry, so you scribble it down, and I'll hunt for traces of Lelek.
Fuck off, Victor. When I'm done, I can write a dirty limerick about you, you know?
What? You give up, you piece of shit?
Do you see what I see?
I see two morons wrestling with a lamppost. How you fellas doing? Who's winning?
It's a colossus, looking down its nose. Arrogant piece of... I swear it called us sons of bitches.
Well, that would piss anyone off.
All in all, look at it this way, Abauritze. It is a little stuck up.
Well, that's true. If you look close enough at it, it could be enough to piss you off.
That's what I said.
You sure showed that lamppost what brave squatties you are. It's leaning now, so you taught it a lesson.
Do my eyes deceive me, or are you vandalizing city property? Papers, please.
I think you must have a screw loose, gents. Different rules apply in the bar district.
No need to show your ID, Niedzit. We've already got a cell waiting for you.
Well, I don't think so. Go ahead, Victor.
Well, well, you sure gave that the Cossack treatment.
And what? You guys were so worn out from fighting a lamppost that you didn't help?
It was fun to watch. Nijits and the magician in action. It's a fine sight.
Time to keep an eye out for Dennis. He was injured in the fight with the Colossus and got lost. I think.
Maybe the Ataman ended up at the Lockstock.
Where?
The Lock, Stock, and Barrel. This Ruski bar up the stairs here. Competition.
The night's still young. There's excitement ahead.
This devil of yours hasn't turned up yet?
So far, no.
Private party tonight, no riffraff.
Cheers, Ivan, my friend.
Mr. Niedzits, well, I've got clear instructions.
Don't be silly. It's a beautiful night out. Rare when we see stars over Warsaw. But now look. 1, 2. If you count them all, you'll know the extent of my gratitude.
Well, all right, go on in. I'm fond of you, Mr. Niedzits. I'm just doing my job.
You see? That's respect. This is what they call a private party? What is this, a wake? Good thing we showed up. Double barrel for me. Actually, make that 2.